Hi, George. This is Steven with Virtuous SEO, a digital marketing company in the Fayetteville area. I spoke with Aubrey and she gave me permission to go ahead and send this video to you. I was browsing through plumbers in the area and came across your site. I would like to share with you three things that you can do to start pulling ahead of your competitors in online rankings. These three things are content, citations, and backlinks. In reality, there are many factors that go into achieving high prominence online, but the three I mentioned are the foundations of SEO. I don't want to take up any more of your time, so I'll jump right into it. First, I want to show you the importance of online visibility. I use one of the main key terms people are searching for plumbers in this area, and that's plumbers Fayetteville NC. When you bring this up, first thing you're going to get are ads. There's these sponsored ads, and these are hit or miss. People that have their ad blockers on aren't even going to get them, and they have a low click-through rate as well. About 5% of people, less than 5% of people that are searching for your services or for these services are going to click on one of these. But this right here, this is the local map pack. This accounts for 45, or right around 45 people searching this term are going to be clicking on one of these right here. Underneath that, it shows TO plumbing right now, and it's kind of skewed because I've been in here clicking on things, and they're really not number one right now, and I'll get more into that later. But under here, these are the Google's organic uh, search results, and these account number one spot usually accounts for about 40% of people clicking on it, and then underneath there it drops from there. So you can see the importance of ranking high. Everybody's searching Google these days for these services, and if you're not high on these in these results here, they're just not going to click on your website. So let's go ahead and get into content. Content is anything that's on your website, specifically your front page here. Google likes to see between 1,000 and 1,500 words on a site. Doesn't mean you have to have those to rank, but it really helps. Having that many words gives you plenty of opportunity to put in these keywords that people are searching for. So the more text you have, the more you can fit in these words without making it look unnatural and what we call keyword stuffing. Content is also these pictures and not necessarily the images, although that does help for, aesthetically pleasing images. You do want those that are relevant for people to see and to stay on your website, but Google sees what these pictures are saved as. So you can save them as these keywords as well. I have a tool here called Ahrefs. It gives me a bunch of valuable SEO information. What I want to focus on is this area right here. These are your keywords, and your site was found for 17 keywords in the past 30 days, and it was clicked on 10 times. The number one competitor right now, as of now, is Mike's Plumbing. And I put them in here as well. When we look at their, I'm sorry, let me put them back in here. I had them in here. Sorry about that. Let me put them in here. Over the past 30 days, they were found for 163 keywords, and their site was clicked on 325 times. What we can do with this tool is go ahead and click on these keywords and see what keywords they have and see which ones are really moving the needle, see which ones people are searching for. So as far as the industry is concerned, plumbers, Fayetteville NC, and not plumbing, but there's plumbers and then there's plumber, which I can't find it right now, but they're both 250. That's that top one, 250 and 250. So that's just 500 searches just in those two terms alone. And when we go to yours, we can go into your keywords. You actually have those as well. You have the plumber and plumbers Fayetteville NC. and your position is 16 and 19. So that puts you on the second page, right? Best place to hide a dead body is on the second page of Google because nobody's going there. So that's the importance of content. We want good, relevant, authoritative content so Google knows, your services, and we can put keywords in there so Google can. So we can also find out how many times they're using these keywords on their site. And then we'll put more. So if they have 5, we'll put 8. So whatever they're doing, you want more. So Google will see that and they'll rank you accordingly. Second thing I'd like to go into are citations. Here's that search page again. Citations are really important when it comes to this local map right here. This is your Google business profile, and there's a lot of factors like location and rankings, but citations are one of the main factors in pushing you up into here. And like I said, this accounts for about 45% of people are clicking in here. A citation is your business's name, address, phone number on an online directory. An online directory example would be Yelp, Yellow Pages, White Pages. And it, through studies, usually a company that's in this top map pack right here has right around 150 or more citations. I have a tool that I can use to see what citations they actually have. We can go in and get those, but you don't want to stop there. You want to get more than them. And that way that gets you up into that map pack right there. So you can be seen there. Underneath there, these are your Google's organic search results. The top spot, and this is a very competitive, Fayetteville is very competitive for plumbing. So I'm going to show you in a minute. It like the top 8 are always like swapping spots, right? So right now it's T.O. Plumbing, but for a while there it was Mike's. But the top spot is getting about 40% of clicks. This is backlinks are the main driver here. A backlink is when there's another site on the internet that has a link on their site, and when somebody clicks on it, it brings them to you. So it's your URL for your business site, for your website, and it brings people to it when they click on it, and that can be in the form of a press release or a blog or anything really. But the more relevant it is, more relevant the site is that link is on, that's going back to yours, more relevant, more popular, the more eyes that are on it, the more it's ranked high in Google, the more they will push their authority onto you, and Google sees that. They see that there's a link coming from another popular site, and then they regard you as popular. So the more of those backlinks you have from those sites, the more Google will push you up in these rankings. The opposite is also true. If you have a bunch of backlinks from what we call spammy sites that are not really relevant to your industry, and just are low ranking, don't get a lot of views, if you have too many of those, Google will actually push you down in rankings. So let's go ahead and go back to this Ahrefs tool that I have. It gives me a backlink section here. And so you have 104 backlinks right now, whereas Mike's Plumbing has over 2,000 backlinks. So what's really good about this tool is I can go into their backlink profile, see where they're getting their backlinks from, see which ones are spam, which ones are coming from the good sites. We can get the same ones that are actually moving the needle for them and help them rank them high. You can go out and get those same backlinks, and over time, you will start ranking, higher in these results. But we don't want to stop there. We want to find other relevant, high authoritative sites, get backlinks from them. So not only are you matching your top competition's backlink profile, but you've got more, right? And like I said, quantity or quality is much better than quantity here, right? So we just want to get the really good ones, and over time that will push you up into the top there, and you'll be in competition with these top spots, and you'll be getting a lot more traffic than like you did in, you had 10 clicks on your site in the past 30 days, whereas Mike's Plumbing has had 325. So I hope you found value in this video. If you did, you can shoot me back a message on this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. Or if you'd like to implement this yourself and start ranking your site on the top page of Google, please feel free. Thank you for your time.